looking righteous in the tight dress. I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101. How to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation. Blunts in rotation. My man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and we're smoking, drinking. Got the hooker thinking. If money smell bad, then this nigga Big is stinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating.
So I have a request because I am doing my oil change, and I thought it was a good time since I'm, it came first that I bought the cam chain tensioner, but I was doing my oil change and I hadn't done the one. I did like a little one and I drained it, but the filter was junk. It was fucked, and the oil's pretty old looking, so I guess it's about time. I did the rebuild and I did one change just to get the little metal particles out because I honed it. But now I'm thinking that I've got the space freed up a little bit. I can change the cam chain tensioner to the VMax tensioner. And I bought these ones online. And I just took a guess that they were the right ones. It's kind of a nice envelope. I'm going to fuck that up. Take it apart. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, they taped it together pretty fucking good. Come on, give me my shit. And I got, for some reason they were selling two of them, unless maybe the VMax has two, and I just don't know that. That would be weird. Maybe it's got two cam chains, who knows. Oh, jeez. But it was cheaper to buy these two than it was to buy one used one that I was looking on eBay. So I got two of them. So if anybody wants one, you can have one. And supposedly this fucking thing fits in there exactly the same. Well, I wonder how this works. But yeah, how does that work? Let's see. Oh, yep, it immediately just kind of does that. So I probably gotta undo this and put the spring in. Yep. Because if it was already maxed out when I put it in, it would just put too much fucking tension on the cam chain, and it can't depress itself once it's already expanded. So this right here probably has a spring in it. I mean, I just did the KLR, and it's got one just like this. And I can only hope that this fits the shape the same. It's still got the old fucking gasket on it. I'll just RTV the bitch. So this one's available if this works out and anybody wants it. But that's what this video is going to be about. And I'm going to see what Nielsen wants from me. Maybe they want to give me some more money. They're like, during the COVID outbreak, what are you watching on TV? And they give you like $5 or whatever, and it's pretty cool. I'm like, okay, I'll do the survey. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I got Monopoly money. They give you like brand new bills, and they always look fake. Thanks for participating. You may remember recently participating in the survey. We appreciate your contribution. If you have any questions. Oh, in a few days we'll send a diary for each member of your household. Yes! And they're going to give me another $5. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, just what I need, like walking cash. I'm looking to buy a new KLR. I just went and looked at one, and maybe this is where I'll insert the video of doing the test ride. Louie's got a good one for sale, and I'm going to use my stimulus cash to upgrade and get a sweet fucking, really, this is a nice looking bike, a KLR 650, 2009. Yeah, because it's real high up off the ground.
Yeah, you can put it lower, you know that.
Yeah, you can lower the shock.
You can, exactly, but yeah. I like it high.
Yeah. Well, you want to be able to go rocks.
Yeah, if you want to go, depends how you ride.
Yeah. Of course, I forget my gloves. I'll be alright.
You'll be alright.
Alright. So it'll be the newest bike that I've ever owned, and I'm trying to sell that one in the corner. Got my fingers crossed. Lots of people are looking at it on the marketplace, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna sell this thing, but if anybody offered me the right price, maybe I would. But I'm getting ready for the Mid-Atlantic back route discovery route, and I can't take this thing. It would bottom out immediately. And even if I put the other mufflers on and it would go up the side, I just, I'm not taking a vintage bike on a crazy back route discovery trip like that, because I've seen the videos and guys are just bombing out and doing crazy shit. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with this. The first thing I'm gonna do, while the oil is still leaking out of the, I got the oil cooler upgrade. I paid like $200 for these fucking hoses to come from Germany because I could not buy them brand new, and I paid like fucking $40 for a sandwich plate from England and another $20 just for the goddamn bolt to go with it, because they were smart. They sold them separately, assholes. And I don't think it's been leaking. It's been pretty fucking good. The only leaks I've been having are around this right here, because I think I reused the gasket, or maybe I put it on, took it off again. And the bolts, they were a little bit loose on the oil pan, so it was totally leaking, and I hopefully fixed that. Yeah, having the 4into1 is not advantageous to changing your oil. It turns it into like a 3-beer day. But this thing's still pretty clean. Alright, I gotta fix that. Dude. Moving on. Alright, I didn't want to get ahead of myself, but I did stick that thing in the vise, and as soon as you pull out the nut and the spring, you can totally depress it. I forgot, obviously, there's the C mark that you need to get it to, and you got to take off the cover, and you don't even need like anti-seize on these nuts. They're just pretty, or these bolts, they're pretty just regular. And I think that I had one that was longer than all the others, and it was the one that goes here. Maybe it doesn't matter. It doesn't look like it matters. I think I just had random leftover nuts and I got them all mixed up. I'm gonna make sure I put those in the same spot. And that might be why I had trouble somewhere else. But that there is the C mark. It says to pull out the spark plugs, but that's just to make it easier to turn. And you always want to go with the rotation. And I forget why I made that mark. I think it was, I don't know, maybe it was, I was lining something up. But oh, that's not that hard to turn. I'm waiting for it to bounce back on me and fucking fuck up my wrist. Not too bad. Basically right there on the C mark. And that could be complete out of adjustment because I had to take this off when I rebuilt the motor. And I just kind of stuck it in the middle and hope for the best. Don't fuck up your wires. And now's a good time to see if you're leaking oil in here. And I was worried that this was going to be leaking oil, but I can see the Yamaha bond squeezed out and shit like that, and it looks fine. This, that doesn't look cool. How the hell did it get funky like that? I know this was my fault. I think there was a gash in the head, and so it was leaking oil out of it, and I just freaking acetone that shit and fucking threw some JB Weld on it, and it's held up. That might be the source of my choking, or the coughing that this thing has when I first started up and try to like rev it at 2,000 RPMs. But it always clears itself up and the bike fucking runs great, so I don't give a shit. But now that I've got it on the C mark, it's kind of like if you ever do one of the old Hondas, they have you put like a notch in the alternator. You'll put it at top dead center, and then like 90 degrees off of that on either direction. It doesn't matter because those cylinders are one up, one down, one up, one down. So it's like a 90 degree difference or whatever. But if this right here was firing like there or something like that, that would be top dead center, I guess. And you just take it off by like maybe 45 degrees or something like that, because I'm thinking it's like a 4-cylinder piston. That's just my theory, but the C mark is kind of nice because it literally already has it lined up and it works fine. And I had to guess on my on my timing and stuff like that, my ignition, and these are still tight, so that's cool. Yeah, I kind of got them sort of in the center. That one looks a little bit off. Whatever. It works, it runs fine. I'm not going to fuck with that. I already fixed all those stupid little wire breaks in there. You see all the green I got on there? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Right there. Look at that. See, this is why you have to inspect your wires. That wire has been rubbing on this, and now I need to tape that down and wrap it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That probably causes a problem. Oh, shit. Okay. Not disaster mode, but I'm glad I took it apart. This is why, you know, anything you change, you gotta keep an eye on stuff. So I'm gonna take off that, fix that. God, man. Alright, it was super easy getting the cam chain tensioner on. It lined up perfectly. I don't think it mattered which direction I had the lobe on it. Now that I think about it, I'm like, well, if it's off to the left or if it's off to the right. Oh, shit. I did hear it click. We'll find out if it explodes or not. But I put it on that way. I mean, it could only go one way or another. Damn, I feel like I should have looked into the hole to see if it was going to touch it either way. Well, I could take it back off again. I could take it back off and look. But this right here, I just I covered it with some electrical tape and held it down with a zip tie just to keep it out of the way. This one right there is not going to touch. I'm going to pull it off again and look at it just to be sure. I did hear it click, but I want to make sure that it's pushing down on it the correct way. Hold on. Okay, now this is to your benefit more than it is mine because this camera can see better than me. But it looks like the cam chain tensioner flapper is kind of more on the left side, so I made a good decision, I think, in putting it there like that, because just like that, yeah, it's definitely on the left side. So lucky me. That's the way I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna put that sucker back in there. Whew, man, there's no good place to set my camera down, so you don't need to see this. So, side note, my sight glass was a little dirty because I have some moisture buildup in there, which kind of sucks. I probably should have ran some sea foam through this thing before I drain the oil, but it's not gonna kill it. You know, I kind of doubt it. And I know it's not friggin' radiator fluid because this is an air-cooled bike, but down in there, I can see where the top hole of the sight glass is, and I'm kind of aiming for lowering the oil in there. And you know, to get to that fucking drain plug, you have to remove the exhaust. You cannot even fit a wrench in there to remove that fucking drain plug that's on the other side. So because I already buttoned it all up and I started it up, and you know, I couldn't see how much is in there. I like to get it like exactly in the middle, so I got a little ways to go, but I have a little trick. One of these nice little things that you use to suck snot out of a baby's nose. I don't know how or why I got it, but it works out pretty good for this, because if you do this, it will suck oil out of here, and through the only orifice that you can get access to. It does work. It just slowly moves. But this might be the end of the video, and oh yeah, when I buttoned up the exhaust, this one was leaking. So I had to tighten down the studs a little bit more. There's probably a limit to how far you can tighten them down, because you just bend the tabs. But yep. Ugh. Slowly but surely. Oh, and I dumped oil on the floor. That happens. Not when I was filming it, obviously. So, I'm gonna do this until I get the level right, because I realized when you're doing the oil change on this bike, you need to get the oil like perfectly in the middle, because it will affect your shifting. That makes a big difference right there. And it did. I ran it for like, you know, 30 seconds or something like that, and it sucked it up into the oil cooler. So I believe I've already filled up all the available passages, and I'm just making a little bit more room. And that sight glass, I can't trust it because it's gotten so covered with fucking moisture. That pisses me off. It makes me think this thing's not fucking running right. And we'll peek in there. I'm probably about there now. I had taken about, let's see how much I had in there. Almost nothing. It was like barely too full. But I just kept pouring and pouring, and I didn't have enough to measure. I had a little bit left I put in 1540, and then I had some 1040, and I put in all of that, and then I had some leftover 5W30. It's because they were out of 1040 oil at the friggin' store down the street from me, and you know, everybody's changing their freaking lawnmower oil and shit. Yeah, I'm probably good. Probably good. Yep. Alright, and I'll be able to check it again later. Ugh. I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the button on the headlamp. Any oil in there is better than no oil. So, we're gonna tighten this sucker back up. Yeah, you know, maybe that breather hose is not doing what it's supposed to do. I'm probably a dumbass for not fucking putting a filter on it. But, you know, it juices out stuff. So, I'll wait to take another... Take this thing off. I'll take another test ride tomorrow. See how it goes. And that'll be the end of the video. I'm pretty sure the bike is going to be fine. See ya. So, I've never had this awesome Magnum camera, the super 4K one, and I got the light bulbs on my gas tank, and you're going to be like, what the hell is he going to talk about now? This is the end of the video. You finished the oil change, you got the cam chain tensioner on, but check this out. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know if I ever showed anybody how sweet it is to have a fucking glow-in-the-dark gas tank. This side you can't read as well. Nice. Nice. It's pretty baller if you go through like a parking garage and then you go from the streetlights and you roll into the parking garage and it's fucking glowing. Sweet. There you go.
This is in the back looking righteous. In the tight dress, I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101. How to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation. Blunts in rotation. My man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and we're smoking, drinking. Got the hooker thinking. If money smell bad, then this nigga big is stinking.